Hello student of class 9, let's discuss our chapter improvement in food resources. Today's our topic is storage of grains. Already we have discussed various kind of agricultural practice including irrigation and how can we make manure, different kinds of manure and fertilizer, how can we use, what are the difference between them, and also we have discussed micronutrients and macronutrients. We also discussed about the three types of manure like compost and green manure. But this step is very important, storage of grains. So if you success every steps and if you fail in the steps, then it will affect in our production. So storage sometimes get losses because of various factor, and that factor may be biotic, may be abiotic. Biotic factors like insect, rodents, fungi, mites and bacteria, and abiotic factors like inappropriate moisture and temperature in the place of storage. So for affecting this kind of factor, it causes degradation in quality of the food, storing food, and loss in weight. Weight also get decreases because insect and this kind of pest reduces the production. And poor germinability, discolor of the food, and poor marketability means you will not get the proper market price because the quality degrade. But this kind of factor we can control by proper treatment and by a systematic management of warehouses. So what are the preventive and control measure we can use so that we can keep our store properly? So before we have to store, we have to take this kind of steps like strict cleaning of the produces, then proper drying of the produces first in sunlight. If you dry under sunlight, then all the moisture will be removed and microbes cannot attack properly. And also fumigation process we can apply. In this process we use some chemical, and by using this chemical we can kill the pest. This is another topics we are going to discuss: animal husbandry. Animal husbandry, in Hindi we can say pashu palan. Animal husbandry is the process, or you can say system, or you can say management, is a scientific management by which we rear animals, and it includes various aspects such as feeding, breeding, disease control. Animal based farming includes cattle, goats, sheep, poultry, fish farming. So when we say about the animal husbandry, we go for farming, and we can farm like cattle, goat, sheep, poultry. And poultry is the rearing of bird, and fish farming is the rearing of fish in fisheries. As the population increases, our living standard also increases, and demand of milk, eggs and meat also going increases. So this growing awareness of the need for human treatment of livestock has brought a new limitation in new, you can see, livestock farming. So student, here we can say animal husbandry is the process or scientific management system where we rear animal, and we rear animals for different purpose. Cattle we farm because of milk, meat, Poultry bird we go for rearing because of egg, meat. Fish farming we go for fish. So first let's know about the cattle farming. Cattle husbandry is done for two purposes. I already told. Milk, number one, and drought labor for agriculture work. So in agriculture work also we use cattle, for example, for tilling, irrigation and carding. Indian cattle belong to two different species. Remember, Indian cattle like Bos indicas cows, another one is Bos bovales. So these are the two different species of cows. Both are Indian cows. Milk producing females are called milch animal, and already we learned in our earlier classes that the animal which produce milk, they are called milch animal, while the ones used for farm labor are called draught animals. Milk production actually depends to some extent on the duration of lactation period. Lactation period means the period in which milk we can take from the cattle. So it has some limited period, and more about cattle farming we will know in our next video. Thank you.